Hello, collective. I am the Bronx Oracle, and I am back with another Oracle message. So, before I get started, I want to give you guys a few numbers. 1212 is one I'm seeing. 1221. Yeah, 1221, the mirror image of 12 has also been popping up, and last but not least is 129. So I was called to come talk to you guys today about releasing the old and making room for the new. So no, I'm not in my regular setup. I was having lunch and I was taking a break, and I'm on the side, whatever. I was having lunch and I was just called to make this message. I'm like, just get on, just turn the clock on. New beginning. I'm just here giving messages as I please. And when they come up, I'm here to give them. I don't have to be settled in the car or in a perfect position. So yeah, I'm just allowing it to flow out. But release the old. Okay, the last number is going to be 130. 130. Okay, so release the old in order to make room for the new. So going through this transition and stepping into your new timeline, there is going to be a lot of things that we have to release. And you can, I think I brought this up in, I don't know if it was this message, last message or the message before that, but it was the meme about the old meme where God was trying to give you a bigger blessing, but you wouldn't release the old one because you felt like, that was all you have. But it was basically a picture of a little girl holding up a teddy bear, and she was holding a small teddy bear, and then God had a bigger teddy bear behind his back to give to her. But she wouldn't release the smaller teddy bear in order to get the bigger teddy bear. So I'm being called to speak about releasing I think I said this 4 times already. Repeat, okay. I'm gonna take that. So releasing the old in order to receive your new. One of the things that you have to stop doing at this time is repeating old cycles. We may look at certain habits and certain behaviors as if it keeps repeating for us, but that's not how it works. What's really happening is you are repeating that old cycle. Although it may not be consciously, it may be subconsciously, but you are repeating the cycle. You, 321, as I said that, are moving backwards, and that's why that cycle continues to repeat for you. So you have to choose new. Every single day we wake up, we have a choice of what we're going to do that day, what mindset we're going to go into the day having, and how we are going to go about our day. So if you put yourself in a position where an old habit is being repeated or old cycle is being repeated, it's because you're putting yourself in a place where you are available for that old energy to recycle itself. It's up to you in order to make new decisions. It's up to you to, even if an old pattern is repeated by someone outside of yourself, how you respond to that pattern is all on you. Nobody can make you feel any type of way. You can give someone a permission to play a specific role in your life, but they can't make you feel that way. You can give someone access, and they may hurt your feelings by you giving them access, but you have to make the decision to give them access. You have more control over your life than you're giving yourself credit for. So those old cycles are not repeating themselves. You are repeating the old cycles. And once you realize You are in co-creation with the universe. You are co-creation with source. It's really up to you in order to take those steps forward. How you respond to old patterns, how you respond to old things that's no longer serving you, that's all on you. You have the choice. Every single day, every single hour, every single minute, every single moment of the day, it's up to you in order to change what you're doing so your reality can continue to change for you. So when those old patterns come up or old habits come up, look at it as a test. Look at it as a test. Don't look at it like, oh, I can't wait for my new life to start because I'm tired of this person doing this to me. No, think of it as a test. It's a test to see whether you're going to go back to your old habits and continue in your old ways, or are you going to move forward in love and light. What I would say is, ask yourself, what will my higher self do? Instead of you just responding, and this is when your consciousness come into place. 606. Instead of you just responding to what's happening to you, or what someone may have said to you, or just something that happens that's out of your control, ask yourself, how would my higher self respond to this? How would my higher self handle this? And take a pause and then move accordingly. But that pause, that time that you're taking to reflect on what's going on, that's going to give you a gap in between your old life and how you want to proceed within your new life. Yes, you have made a timeline shift. Yes, you have shifted into this new quantum realm, but there are old things popping up, not because it's there to hold you back or keep you in your old placement, but it's in order to ask you, do you really want this? Are you really going to move forward in love and light? Are you really going to move forward in abundance? Is this really what you want? You can't live your old ways in your new life. It doesn't work like that. It's really up to you in order to take control of how you respond to the things that's happening to you. What do they say? The quote is, life is not about what happens to you, it's about how you respond to what happens to you. So moving forward in your new timeline, it's not about what's happening for you, what's showing in your reality. It's really about how you are maneuvering through your new reality. All of it starts in your mind. And if you are aware enough, and if you are centered with your mind, body, and soul, you are able to maneuver differently. You are able to handle your old problems way differently. 818. You are able to take control of your life and stop allowing life to treat you like a rag doll as you go through these things. It's like, yes, Source has shown you some glimpse of your new life, and you're like, wow, I made it, it's amazing here. But you can't be in your new timeline acting as your old self. You have to make that decision every moment of the day of how you are going to act, how you are going to respond, how you are going to be, what you're going to allow in your space. I hope this is not dark. It seemed like it got extremely dark because of the shade, but neither here nor there. How you're going to react. So it's really up to you. It's really about being aware of self. It's really about being in tune with your emotions, in tune with your spirituality, to understand that everything is working out for you. Nothing is happening to you. So as long as you are moving intentionally and focusing on what really makes you happy, moment by moment, nothing could go wrong. So that's really what you have to do. What Abraham Hicks said, if you are feeling uneasy, you are not within your flow. I'm sure I butchered that. I'm sure I butchered that. But I want to remind you to watch some Abraham Hicks. And what she speaks about is being in alignment. And when things seem to be going wrong, that just means that you're not in alignment. It doesn't matter about what's going on outside of you. It is really your perspective of what's going on outside of you and how you're looking at it and how you're going about it. We've done a lot of inner work on ourselves, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So we understand that we have full control of the beings that we are being here while we're on earth. Sometimes you get so caught up in this 3D realm, you think that what's happening outside of you is controlling you. And that's not true. So I think if you are too caught up in the 3D realm, you have to bring yourself back and remember who's in control and remember who's in charge. Now we know Source and God is in charge, but you are in charge of yourself. You are in charge of how you choose to respond to things. You are in charge of what you choose to allow into your life. And I think this is what I was touching on yesterday, well, in the last message, in regards to protecting your peace. 1133, protecting your peace. As a chosen one, give me one moment. As a chosen one, it is important for you to protect your peace. It is important for you to control what comes in your reality. It is important for you to monitor the conversations you're having, monitor the energy that you're keeping near you. You're not for everybody. You have a purpose here in this world. A lot of people don't know their purpose. You can help, but you can't help by abandoning yourself in order to help others. Like, people say, I'll give an example, oh, you have to eat all the food on your plate because there's kids out there who's starving. Me eating this food on this plate is not going to stop them kids from starving. So me abandoning myself for someone else is not going to help them feel any better. There's other ways to do it. That's just not it. 111, new beginnings. How we raise the frequency of this world is raising our own vibrations and keeping our vibrations high. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. This war is not only going on in this 3D realm. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than us. So you as a chosen one, it's important for you to remain high vibrational, to remain, and yes, everything won't always be peaceful, but it is important for you to keep yourself in a peaceful state. And when you realize you are not in a peaceful state, that's when you have to go inward. That's when you have to go into meditation. That's when you have to go into prayer, because nothing outside of you can change that. Only you can change that from the inside out. So don't look for anything outside of you to help change that state for you. 213. So I say that to say it's important for you to protect your peace. And if something don't feel right to you, or you feel like something is throwing you off on an energetic level, release that. Let those things go. Continue to move forward with your life. I feel like on this journey, there has been outside sources that have made me feel bad about choosing myself over, not them specifically, but choosing myself over, how do I say, choosing my own happiness over theirs. Meaning, choosing my own well-being over theirs. Like, not sacrificing my happiness because of them. not abandoning myself because of them. And I think that's where this world got it. That's where a lot of people have it messed up. We weren't put here to suffer at the hands of other people because they don't want to do the inner work to make themselves feel better. Nobody outside of you can make you feel good. Only you can make you feel good. And there may be people outside of you who you embrace and enjoy that with, but there's no one outside of you who can make you feel good if you feel crappy. They can remind you of the person you are, and that might bring your mood up. But if you are not happy within yourself, nobody outside of you can make you happy. And that plays the same for everybody outside of you. If they are not happy within themselves, there's nothing you can say or do to make them happy. Yeah, they may crack a smile when you give them something or when you satisfy a small need, but at the end of the day, if they are miserable within themselves, there's really nothing you can do to change that. So I say that to say, do not abandon yourself in hopes of making other people feel better, because it doesn't work like that. The only way that you can make other people feel better is truly love yourself and show them how to love themselves. And not by teaching them, but by leading by example. When you raise your standards and when you started doing the work on yourself, when you started working on yourself mentally and you started reading more books and learning about psychology, or when you started raising your vibration spiritually and you started praying more and getting into meditation, or when you started 505, when you started eating better to enhance your physical wellness, or when you started building boundaries to enhance your emotional wellness, those practices, those characteristic traits that you begin to teach yourself and you begin to learn, that's how you're going to help people outside of you be better, because they're going to see that, oh, now you're a calmer person, now you're a happier person. How did you get there? And once they start to want to get curious about that behavior or the new habits that you picked up, that's when they can begin to help themselves. 555, a change is coming. That's how they can begin to help themselves into loving themselves and become the best version of themselves. But you can't force anything that you're doing on someone else. You can't force someone to be happy just by giving them something. It doesn't work like that. Everybody has to do the inner work on themselves. Everybody has to find God for themselves. Everybody has to make those connections for themselves. All you can do is lead them and show them the way to get there. But, like they say, you can take a horse to the water, but you can't force the horse to drink. If they don't want to do the inner work, that's not up to you to enforce it. All you can do is continue to work on you, continue to grow within you. And whoever wants the help or whoever wants the guidance would ask, or they will begin to follow. But if they don't want the help and they don't want the guidance, then let them be. Excuse me. Confirmation burp. Let them be. Do not abandon yourself trying to help someone else. And I think that last part was for me. Do not abandon yourself trying to help someone else. Because as a person I am, I always want to help someone. I always want to help the people. Like, I'm an Aquarius. I love the people. I want to help the people. But when they get too close, I'm like, I don't like the people. And it's not that I don't like people. I just don't like people with nasty characteristic traits. And I can read energy, so I can feel your energy before you say anything, or even when you say something, I can feel the energy underneath it. I can feel that. Like, I've done a lot of, I guess that's one of my gifts, but I've done a lot of inner work on myself to understand people. And like I said, it's not that I don't love the people, and it's not that I don't want to help the people, but like, I don't like their nasty characteristic traits. This world has groomed a lot of greedy in selfish people. And I think I am so selfless. I always want to help people, even in despise of myself, even abandoning myself. But I do know when I stand on what I believe to be true, I always feel better, and I'm always able to give more, opposed to giving from a half-filled cup. As long as I keep my cup full, the overflow is going to pour into this world. I'm a creative. I create. As long as I keep my cup full, the overflow is going to continuously pour into this world. But if I'm abandoning myself and my cup can't get full because I'm abandoning myself to help someone else who don't necessarily want to help themselves, they just want to borrow my energy for the time being, I'm doing a detriment to the both of us. One, because I'm depriving myself of my energy and filling my cup to the top. And two, I'm giving them the space to breathe off of my energy without doing the work. So they can't find their true potential because they're riding my energy wave, opposed to building their own up to that capacity in order to do better. So, all that to say, right now is a time for you to make sure your cup is full. Allow the overflow to serve the world. You are the chosen one. You have to be protective with your energy. You have to be protective with your time. You have to be protective with your mind. Do not allow anyone to trick you into abandoning yourself for their own personal use. Your job here is bigger than you. It's bigger than one person. You are put here to serve the world. You are put here to raise the vibration of the world. Don't forget that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, I am the Bronx Oracle. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.